Hey everybody, Mac Lane here. Let's have some fun this morning. This is my new book, Loving Life, and I'm going to read an excerpt called Aim a Little Higher. I know May 1st is the deadline for high school seniors to put down the deposit and make that final decision as far as where they want to go to college. And we were in that situation with my youngest daughter 2 years ago, and that's when this was written and originally published in the Greensboro News and Record, and now in Lovin Life. So it's called Aim a Little Higher. Our youngest child, my sweet little baby Pepperoni, is graduating from high school this spring. And if you're expecting another sweet, sentimental, where has the time gone sort of piece, well, you can forget it. No tears for me. Well, at least not yet, because I'm excited. I'm so excited it's hard for me to keep my mouth shut. Darn near impossible if you want to know the truth. You see, Anna, her actual name, is the third of my children that I have tried desperately to coax, cajole, persuade, sweet talk, interest, or otherwise convince to attend the single greatest institute of higher learning on the planet, which also happens to be located in the single greatest college town in the universe. Now I understand that in our wonderful state of North Carolina, we have lots of excellent state-supported universities in which to choose from. UNC Chapel Hill, UNC Wilmington, East Carolina, North Carolina A&T, and NC State are some that immediately leap to mind. And these are all outstanding schools, to be sure. But what's gotten me excited is that Anna has set her sights a little higher. Yes, that's right. Like her father, Anna will become a mountaineer in the fall when classes begin at Appalachian State University. And just typing those words just sent goosebumps down my arm. My wife has accused me of brainwashing Anna from an early age. No, dear, those were just fun ski trips, and while Kid Brewer Stadium is not exactly on the way to Beach Mountain, what's the harm in driving past? Or for that matter, is there any danger in stopping it for a burger at the tap room while we're passing through Boone? And I can honestly say I have never, ever sat Anna down and had her watch the last 5 minutes of the 2007 ASU versus number 3 Michigan game. Truthfully, I was holding that back as my ace card. But, in fact, I've just got goosebumps again. Hold on. I've just realized I have not watched that YouTube video in several months, and I feel a hankering coming on. So hang on. Okay, I'm back. Don't worry, all is well. Corey Lynch still blocks the field goal for the game-winning attempt, and ASU still wins the single greatest upset in all of college football history. So we can all relax. So on Wednesday, my wife, Michelle, and I drove Anna to Boone for Accepted Students Day, and the car practically drove itself. Like a horse that knows its way back to the barn, my Jeep seemed to enjoy that steep climb up 421 into the high country. And the hardest part, as I've mentioned before, was me keeping my mouth shut. As we toured the campus with our student guide, it was extremely hard for me not to chime in with a few select remarks. Before the trip, Michelle had coached me by saying, "This is about Anna. This is not about you. She needs to make her own memories up here and not be bombarded by yours." I agreed, and I tried really hard. I did. And for the most part, I succeeded, although I couldn't restrain myself when I saw the new food court that replaced the Bavarian Inn, or BI for short, I started in. They used to serve the nastiest food here you can imagine, I said. The chicken sandwiches somehow tasted just like the corn dogs, and the burgers somehow also tasted just like the corn dogs. I don't know how they did it, but somehow everything they served tasted exactly the same, and it was horrible, I said with a great big grin. And the food spun around on this giant revolving rotisserie thing. We called it the Wheel of Death. My wife and daughter looked at me with astonishment. They were astonished that anyone could be so blissfully nostalgic about such apparently bad food. It really was horrible. But all in all, I managed to keep my mouth closed most of the time. I'd give myself a C-. but I would give Anna an A+ for choosing the right school. So anyway, that's Aim a Little Higher from my new book, Loving Life. I'll put a little thing down here below if you haven't bought a copy yet. What are you waiting for? It's pretty good, I hear. And it's available at Sunrise Books. It's available at Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, Target.com, Walmart.com. Anyway, the book is A Loving Life, and I hope you enjoyed this, and be well and be safe. Take care.